Star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home.
Welcome to a jam-packed arena here in Oklahoma City. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David.
Well, Kevin.
And that's so great to hear, D.A. LeBron is a proven leader and champion, as we all know, expects to contend for a championship every year. And East versus West matchup here, but more than a little familiarity between these two teams, Chris.
Yeah, they don't see each other that much in the regular season, but when they do, these two teams draw plenty of attention.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. The two stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. J.R. Smith out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Nance in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Oh! Tell us how you really feel
about that finish.
Oof. And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
George missing again.
He made up his mind that he was going to try to score through some tough D. He should have thought about looking for his teammates there.
Not the tightest of D on him, but not the best of finishes either.
Westbrook kicks to Anthony. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here's Korver. Nance a screen. Lets it go. Korver, no luck.
Look, he had all the time in the world to get the jumper off. Maybe it was too much time.
Anthony dishes to Brewer. Westbrook kicks to Anthony. Over Love. And again, it's Carmelo Anthony. Anthony's got 6.
And the defense can only do so much when Anthony is locked in. There's nothing you can do to stop that guy.
And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
And that's just all about positioning. He gets boxed out, can't fight around it, and gets the over the back call.
He's showing good hustle. I mean, a little too much hustle, though. I mean, you got to dial it down just a little bit.
The 15-footer, and there's another one for the Thunder.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And for the Cavaliers, every move they make is going to be under the microscope. When you have the league's most dominant player in LeBron James, there's pressure to make the most of his window.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, this is why Love is so effective. A big man with a gorgeous shot from distance.
Here's Anthony. Adams, the pass to Anthony. Over Love. The Cavaliers pull it in. James outside. Back to Love. He kicks to Smith. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And there's Love. That's good on the assist by Smith. And it's 6 points for Love.
I admire the quickness. Love's catch-and-shoot J is instant. Out of his hands in a second's notice.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And with the tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over this stretch. They really need to refocus here.
Westbrook with it. Now Smith defending. And George with the stuff.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George. Just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
James misses.
The defense is doing just enough to bother him on the jump.
From outside the arc. And Paul George. Good for the 3. George has got 5 now.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
LeBron. Whoa!
Goodness.
Wow. James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleashed chaos moment.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling.
Smith against Westbrook. Smith dishes to Nance. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Well, it's nice seeing Smith share the wealth, showing great focus passing the ball to his teammates.
Outside for George. outside Westbrook. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Smith. The Cavaliers trail by 4. James kicks to Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
I tell you what, whether it was Steve Nash, whether it was my boy Jay Will or Mike Bibby, when you're open, LeBron James finds you in no time. Terrific recognition. I love playing with guys like that.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. And Love has it in the corner. They get it back. He goes up again. And Nance puts it in. Nance has got 6.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James,
putting all the pressure on me to
well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, this roster is built for guys with speed. They're running the floor hard in the first quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. Clarkson is out there with George Hill. And it's Nance in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. You could feel the clock ticking for Melo's time in New York, and this offseason, it finally ended, Greg.
Yeah, and for a team like this to add Melo to the mix, what a blessing. I mean, Melo still has a ton of offense to offer, and hard to add a player so skilled as Melo for practically nothing.
Back to Brewer. It's deflected. Dishes it to Adams. Westbrook passes to Anthony. Over Love. And it's Anthony again missing. The Cavaliers trail by 3. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
He's reason number 1 there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. He even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. For the Cavaliers, Zizic is checked in for Nance. Green comes in for James. And it's Korver in for Rodney Hood. Smith the pass to Zizic. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, yeah, and you have to give him credit, too. Makes the right read, go straight to the rim.
Chris, during your career, you always had incredible footwork in the post. Who are some of the bigs that impress you with their footwork today?
Oh, wow. I think you have to look down in New Orleans. I mean, they have two great examples in Cousins and Davis, two guys that can dance with the best of them. You look at Minnesota and that young fella Cat there, the way that he plays and moves his feet and how he handles it in the post, you have to love it. But I love where the big men are today because they have great footwork. They have the skill set of the small guys and still use their size. But
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
the D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
Timeout.
Smith's got 5 assists in the game.
And how about the excellent court vision? Just keeping the defense off balance.
Well, if you're his teammate, you love this right now because all you have to do is focus on finishing.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Greg, when you think about the franchises in the league that have sustained success, who are always competitive, Oklahoma City should be right there at the top.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the records for the Thunder, and their success really does speak for itself. 8 straight seasons of 500 or better basketball. Only the Spurs and Rockets can also make that claim.
Left side, Korver. The feed to Love. They double-team Love. It's stolen by Adams. Pass to Anthony. They set the pick. George with the ball. Now Green defending. The shot. George with the bucket. George has got 10 points.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Here's Westbrook and the rejection by Love. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
LeBron James.
Anthony against Love. From deep, George. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets. Here's LeBron. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Thunder lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Tyronn Lue. Coach, how do you think the team performed defensively in that first half?
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to check out the first half of action. A fantastic first quarter from Carmelo Anthony. He had 12 points and 1 steal. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Efficiency, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball.
And that's all we can do.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. Here's James. Paul George is out there with Anthony. Then there's Brewer. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. The kick out to LeBron. Tries again. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick. And if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
Shot's good from Love.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Thunder with the lead. Here's Brewer. Rebounded by Korver.
Great aggressiveness, attacking the hoop with reckless abandon. Just missed time to dunk by a hair there.
Banked in off the glass. LeBron's got 6 points.
There's no shot James can't make, especially when he's deep inside and has the D on their heel.
It's deflected. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Wow. Wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Anthony kicks to Brewer. And here's George for 3. George missing again.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. It's stolen by Adams. Deflects the pass and stolen by LeBron. And then slams it in.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Anthony. Chalk up 2 there. 14 points for him. Greg, you watch the Thunder play, and it's clear that this team comes out looking to attack. Everyone on the team wants to put it on the floor and go right at the rim.
And part of that is their leader, Westbrook, just setting the tone. I mean, team finished near the top in points in the paint last season, and the addition of Paul George just helps to enforce that strength.
Westbrook dishes to George. Anthony against Love. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by Anthony. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the Cavaliers call time here. And Chris, power forwards today shoot a lot more three-pointers. If you played today, I think you'd be incredibly effective in that role. How do you think you'd be in that role?
Oh, yeah, I think that that's something I would definitely have fun and relished in. I did shoot threes a couple of seasons in Washington and was pretty successful at that, but the style of play was just so different then. Big men were asked to stay in the post, and there was a lot more work in the post, a lot more pressure on the big guy to get to the free throw line to wear down the defense. So the whole game was different then. The big man kind of ruled the game. Today it's a point guard's game, and so what's great is I'd have to step out to give the point guard a lot more room to drive, to take a shot blocker away, or because there aren't any shot blockers. And so I definitely would love to hang out in that corner and shoot that easy 3 or at the top after a pick and roll and pop right back. That would have been a lot of fun. Plus, it would give you freedom because when you can shoot that Jimmy like that and you got a nice wet jump shot, it allows that pump fake to work all day. So I would have pump fake a lot from that three-point line and dunked on a lot of people. So that would have been fun to have that freedom as they do today. Just like it's fun watching these young guys let it fly from that three-point line.
And the Cavs front office never shy about making bold moves. You think about changing coaches a couple seasons ago, even with the team's record at 30-11.
Well, T. Lue is the answer. They weathered a lot of criticism, part of the responsibility of leadership. Can't always make the popular call. You got to make the right call.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Abrines is checked in. The 17-footer. Adams, the pass to Westbrook. A three-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Now Clarkson, Jeff Green on the wing. 1:10 left in the third quarter. To the inside, Zizic. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. George with no one around. They get it again. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 16.
Anthony, a perennial all-star talent, specifically because of that scoring ability, one of the best in the business.
Clarkson kicks to Hill, knocks down the 3-ball.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
George dishes to Anthony. Over Hood. Again, the miss by Anthony. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Thunder trailing by 4. Passes it to Westbrook. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
Wow, he's really been dragging them down tonight.
Don't have to be in a hurry. They can hold for the last one.
No question. It's not easy to be patient, but you really don't want to give up an extra possession.
Smith the pass to Nance. It's hauled in by George. George has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on LeBron James. The Thunder have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And both free throws good for Paul George.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
It's tipped. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Cleveland ahead. They lead by a bucket. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Keep guarding now. We're doing a much better job defensively.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. So on the floor for Cleveland, Korver and LeBron are the wings. Kevin Love out there with Larry Nance, and it's Smith in at the point guard. Korver kicks to Love. Drills it from outside. Love's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Cavs. Westbrook dishes to George. To the middle. Here's Anthony. That ball's nice feed that time from George. 18 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D, one of the best shooters we have in this game. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. They grabbed their own miss. Adams' shot is good.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
I mean, I always say that to let the other team get the rebound and continue their possession. Boxing out is simple, and to forget to do it can be costly.
Good movement there, and the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Brewer is checked in for the Thunder. Anthony against Love. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. J.R. Smith picks one up. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Nance a screen on Westbrook. Smith kicks to Nance, and Nance slams it in.
Gotta like watching Smith pass the rock now, especially in the pick and roll where defenders naturally expect him to shoot.
And stolen by Love. And now the fast break, LeBron with the ball. And LeBron throws it down hard.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Scooped up. Adams. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. For the Thunder, Patterson comes in for Anthony, and it's Jeremy Grant in for Paul George. Timeout called, Cleveland.
They are throwing the ball away at an alarming rate. I'm sure that's what they're discussing right now, those turnovers. They have to take care of the basketball, value each possession.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's the three. But they'll get another chance. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And that one drops for him. 6 points for Russell Westbrook.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
But he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
Smith kicks to Nance. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it in right over Patterson.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Back to Brewer. He tries for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Thunder trailing by 7.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
Yes, it's tough. Putting in that effort, but then walking away without that W.
1:05 left here in the fourth quarter. And the 3 ball is good. 9 points for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, awesome watching Westbrook drain the 3 ball there. He just needs to focus on being a little more efficient from downtown.
And then slams it in.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
From deep. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Well, if they want to cut into this lead, they need to make more intelligent plays on offense and not force something up when it's not there.
Love kicks to James. It's taken away by Brewer. One-on-one fast break. Here's Westbrook. Now the dish to Grant. Inside. He's looking for Patterson and finds him. For 3, Westbrook. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. They're on cloud 9.
That was a huge lift for this crowd.
And stolen by Patterson.
A 3-pointer would be huge right now.
If they can get a relatively open look from the perimeter, I say take it.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 3. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
Well, these are some of the toughest decisions. I mean, a good argument can be made for either case.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Larry Nance.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything. And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're leading by 1. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, you got to admire LeBron. I mean, he's such a competitive athlete. He's one of the most competitive athletes you'll see in all of sports.
Pushes it from a 2 to a 3-point lead. You can count on him. It makes a huge difference right now.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the 3-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
No luck that time either. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
He's stepping to the line knowing he has a chance to seal the deal. It doesn't.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's stint. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.